Welcome back, folks. We're back here with another edition here. We're going to see if we can do another quick review here. I've done my prop building for the night. I've got my Zero, got an animated zombie up done, so I think we're going to do a quick review here and call it quits for the night and try to get some sleep. What we've got here is another little bit from Target. You've got their pumpkin stake lights. Had to pick up an extra set this year because I've had 4 sets in the past. This is what's left of one of the sets. It fell from the rafters about 5-6 feet, hit me on the head with a 35-gallon tub full of various Halloween props, hit me in the head. So all things considering, I mean, I broke a couple stakes. This is kind of the worst of the 2 pumpkins there. You can see the hole in the side. Not too bad. It fell quite a bit of distance, hit me on the head, and then continued on its way to the concrete floor. So all things considering, pretty sturdy. So had to go out and get a new set this year. Strictly, I was going to buy it for replacement parts to get my other 4 sets back up and running. Didn't really need a 5th set. I just needed the 4 I had back up and running. One thing I did notice, though, as soon as I got home, picture on the box shows 5 pumpkins. I didn't notice this until I got it home. Thus, 5 pumpkins in the box. Last year, scoot over last year's set, there were 6 pumpkins. The year before that, there were 7. So, in about 5 more years, this box, I think, is going to be an empty box with nothing but a picture of a pumpkin on the front of it at the rate it's going. But, still, it's 12 bucks, all things considering, not too bad. Now, the problem I had with this year that I did not have with any of the other 2 years was the pumpkins on the top were very thick along this side and along this side. Probably makes it sturdier, but the problem is it doesn't squeeze on the stake too well because you've got to put this down on top of the stake, twist it around 90 degrees, and that locks it into place. Because this is so thick here, I had to trim up some parts of it on this side to make it fit on the replacement stake I had. Now, if this was a box I was going to be using out of the box, I had to get all 5 of them on there, I can guarantee I would have broken 1 or 2 of these stakes just because I was getting so frustrated. See, this one here twists on and off and did very nice and easily. The other ones I was twisting completely, the stakes were about to snap, so I just scrapped that set, moved all the parts I needed over to the existing pieces, and I've got a box full of spare parts from this last one. So I don't know what they did to this set. They look exactly the same, but the plastic is thicker on the base. Seems to be a little bit thicker at the top too. Either way, I guess it's not too bad. And just be prepared to have a little bit of work on these if you're going to be doing anything with them. Now, I've got to say, I picked these up, like I said, 2 years ago I first picked up a set. I loved it. I wish I had bought more, but they sold out before I could get to them. So last year I went back, got 3 more. And I use them to light my driveway on the way up. Basically, it's a landing strip of pumpkins. It just says, welcome, come trick-or-treating here. The kids love it. It's very bright, inviting, so you don't have to worry about anyone being too afraid because there's at least one big bright spot in my haunt. I'm sitting at the end of it with a big bucket of candy, so I love these things. They make a good lining for the driveway. Anything you want to just light up, if you've got a long porch, if you've got a long piece of driveway, anything like that, I like them. They're a bit of a pain to work with this year, but like I said, they're sturdy. All things considering, not too bad. For 12 bucks, if you can get a couple sets of them, Target seems to sell out of them pretty quickly. They usually only get about 4 to 6 sets in. There's a mixed set with this and ghosts, and there's a set of ghosts also. I just love my pumpkins, so I've stuck with just the straight pumpkins, as you can tell by the pumpkins in the back. Now, I'll go ahead and I'll post up some pictures at the back of this video and show what I did with them last year. They're a little bit overexposed. I did a complete shot. I was going for more stuff in the background, but it does good at showing exactly how well they light up the driveway. Again, happy haunting.